Hello friends, I am Anvesha and I welcome all of you to my channel Aspiring Banker Anvesha. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click the bell icon to get notified for the upcoming videos. I make videos on English for bank exams. In this video today, I'll be discussing the concepts of noun, and this is noun part 1, and I'll complete the noun chapter in 2 parts. So let's begin.
Unacademy launches new batches for bank exams every week. So here you will get all the top educators for bank exams, and there are many benefits of Unacademy Plus subscription. First of all, you can schedule the classes according to your convenience. That is, if you want to take morning classes, you can take the morning classes. If you are a night owl, you can take evening classes. Okay, and there is no language barrier. There are many educators who teach in Hindi, in English, and also in Tamil. You can learn anytime and anywhere. Of course, you just need a smartphone or a laptop and an active internet connection. You get interactive live session with the educators, doubt solving sessions. In every session, educators conduct polls for questions, for practice questions, and there you get to see your live rank, and also there are quizzes with every course. After the end of each session, you get PDFs of those sessions, and also you get all the sessions in recorded form as well. So now let's look at the batches that are going to start. The first one you can see are a batch for RBI grade B, both prelims and mains. Now this is a batch for CET 2021. This batch is exclusively for SBI PO 2021. This batch is for IBPS PO 2021. So if you want to subscribe to Unacademy Plus, please use the coupon code Annie for a 10% discount. And you can use this coupon code Annie for any category, be it SSC, Railway, Bank Exam, UPSC. For any category, you can use this coupon code. Also, there is a combo pack, that is SSC plus Bank Exam. Okay. If you are preparing for both the exams, then you can take this combo pack. Okay, and use the coupon code Annie for a discount. Now, so what is a noun? Noun is a naming word. Okay, so noun, everything that you see, like people, place, thing, animal, name of an action, feeling, quality, these are all nouns. Okay, so now we will see how to identify a noun in a sentence. This is very important, how you can identify a noun. So for identifying a noun, you need to ask 3 questions. That is who, what, and whom. Let's see. The girl is playing with a puppy. Now who is playing? Girl. So girl is a noun. Girl is playing with whom? Puppy. Puppy is also a noun. Okay. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. What lies? Beauty. So beauty is a noun. Okay. Now, what beauty lies in what? Again, eyes. This is a noun. Beauty lies in the eyes of whom? Beholder. This is a noun. Okay. Ram loves Sita. Who loves Sita? Ram. Ram is a noun. Ram loves whom? Sita. So Sita is a noun. Okay. So in this way, we can identify noun in a sentence by asking questions who, what, and whom. Here, identify the noun. A mother's love is unconditional. Okay. Whose love is unconditional? Mother. Mother is a noun. Mother's what is unconditional? Love. Love is noun. My mother loves me. Who loves me? My mother. Mother is a noun here. But this loves is not a noun. Okay. So this word love can be used as a noun and as a verb. Okay. Here it has been used as a verb. My mother loves me. My mother does what? So here you need to ask the question, does what? And when you ask the question does what, it becomes a verb. And when you ask the question what, it becomes a noun. A mother's love is unconditional, so this love is a noun. Okay. I have work to do. I have what to do. What do I have to do? What. I have what to do? Work. Here work is a noun. She works for 25 hours every week. Here what is the noun? Here she is a pronoun. Works, this is a verb. Okay. For 25 hours, for is a preposition. 25 hours every week. Okay. Now if you look at this part, week, here week is a noun. Okay. And every is an adjective. So we'll skip this sentence for now, because for understanding this sentence you need to understand many more concepts. Okay. So leave this for now. So some words like love. Love can be used both as a noun and a verb. Work. Work can be used both as a noun and as a verb. Like look at this sentence, I have work to do. This one. Here work has been used as a noun. Okay. She works for 25 hours every week. Here work has been used as a verb. Right? Okay. Next. Classification of noun. Proper noun. Proper nouns are names. Like my name, Anvesha, is a proper noun. Name of a person, Anvesha, proper noun. Name of a city, Kolkata, proper noun. Okay. So any word that gives you a particular name is a proper noun. Particular name. Okay. Hyundai i20 is the name of a car, proper noun. Okay. Delhi, name of a city, proper noun. Karina, name of a person, proper noun. Proper nouns never take article. No article. Okay. No article. Starts with capital letter. Yes. Okay. But there are exceptions. You can use article with proper noun when used for comparison, when you want to compare. Shimla is the Switzerland of India. Here we are comparing Shimla with Switzerland. Okay. We are comparing Shimla with Switzerland. And when we compare with something, we are comparing with Switzerland, and that's why we are using the. Okay. Like Raju is the Sachin Tendulkar of our class, of our school. Okay, so here we are comparing Raju with Sachin Tendulkar, and that's why we have used the before Sachin Tendulkar. Okay. When the person is not known to the speaker. When the person is not known to the speaker and he only knows the name that has been conveyed to him, in that case also you use article before proper noun, but in that case you use a. Okay. So the thing is, Mohan has come to meet you. Suppose your father is at home. Someone rings the doorbell. You go and open the door, and then that person asks you. That person tells you that he wants to meet your father. Then you ask him, what is your name? And he says, I am Mohan. You do not know who Mohan is. Okay. You do not know whether the person is actually Mohan or not. Okay, so you do not know anything about the person, but that person has told you that he is Mohan. So you just go to your father and say, Father, Mohan has come to meet you. So in this way, you use the article a or an before proper noun. Okay. Next. Names of places. Names of places which are formed by the union of many places. Okay. Or names of islands. Like, so we can say that the names of places that starts with united or union. Before this we use the. Okay. And also with Netherlands and Hague. Okay. The USA, the US, the UK, the UAE, the Netherlands, the Hague. Okay. Name of mountain ranges. Before names of mountain ranges also we use the Himalayas, the Western Ghats. But when we talk about peak, we do not use the. Like Mount Everest is a peak, not a range. So we will not use the here. Okay. Here Dora Betta peak. This is a peak. Nanda Devi. This is a peak. So we will not use the before these mountains. But we will use the before the ranges. Okay. The Nilgiris. Nilgiris is also a range, okay? So we'll use the. The comes before nationality but not before the name of any language. The Chinese speak Chinese. So here Chinese is a nationality, people of China. So we will use the before nationality, but we will not use the before the name of language. Like we can say the Kannadigas speak Kannada. Okay, so if you look at this sentence, Kannadiga, people of Karnataka. So here we can say that this is a nationality kind of, because people who live in Karnataka are Kannadigas. So before this we will use the. But Kannada is a language. So before name of a language we cannot use the. Understood? Today I have a free live session with you at 2:30 p.m. and in this session I will discuss some questions on para jumble. I want all of you to attend this session. The link is given in the comment box. I have pinned the link. So please go to the link and enroll yourself. So please join the session at 2:30 p.m. The is not used with names of diseases. Like you cannot say the cancer or the AIDS. Okay. So these are wrong. The cancer, the AIDS, these are wrong. But there are a few exceptions and we will learn those exceptions here. The rickets, the mumps, the plague, the flu. Also the COVID-19. Okay. So remember this. Next. Now the is also used before these proper nouns. Remember we are learning exceptions here. Okay, the is not used with proper nouns, but these are the exceptions. Like names of rivers, the Ganga, the Yamuna. Names of oceans, the Indian Ocean. Names of heavenly bodies, the sun, the moon, all the planets. Names of all the planets, okay. Names of deserts, the third desert, the Sahara Desert. Names of holy books, that is religious books. The Gita, the Bible, the Quran. Names of posts, which means designations, the chairman, the CEO, the chief minister, the prime minister, the chief justice of India. Okay. Date, names of famous dates that like 26th of January, the 26th of January. Names of airways, the Air India, the SpiceJet. Okay. Names of islands, the Lakshadweep, the Maldives. Names of hotels, when it is a chain of hotels, okay. The Leela Palace, the Taj. Then names of trophies, the Ranji Trophy, the World Cup. Names of mountains, the Qutub Minar. Then also you have names of newspapers. Like the Hindu, the Times of India, the Indian Express. Okay. Common noun. What is a common noun? Common noun is the common name given to every person, animal or thing that belongs to the same category. Okay. Like if I say the Hindu is the name of a newspaper. But what is, so the Hindu is a proper noun, okay, because this is the name, particular name. But what is newspaper? Newspaper becomes your common noun. Okay. Fine. If I say Tommy is a particular name, proper noun. But whose name is Tommy? A dog's name. So dog becomes your common noun. Okay. Fine. Now Mumbai. Mumbai is what? Name of a city, proper noun. But what is city? City is a common noun. Okay. Canada. Name of a country, proper noun. Canada is a proper noun. But what is country? Country is a common noun. In this way, need to identify what is a common noun and what is a proper noun. Okay. Next comes your collective noun. Collective noun means a group or collection of similar things, like a gang of thieves, collection of similar things. When there are many thieves, you will say a gang of thieves. When there are many dogs or many wolves, you will say a pack of wolves. A litter of puppies, a bunch of keys, a deck of cards, a pride of lions, a forum of people, a flock of geese, a flock of sheep, a flock of birds, an army of ants or a colony of ants, a herd of cattle, a mob of people, a class of students. Class. In a class, there are many students, okay? So it's a class of students. So collective noun. A board of directors. This board is a collective noun, okay? With collective nouns, singular verb is used, okay? A forum of people has gathered in front of conference hall. Sorry. This means many people have gathered, okay? But we are considering these people to be one. A forum of people, that is a group of people, okay? We are considering these people to be one because this is one group, okay? So when the group is considered as one, then singular verb is used with collective nouns. But plural verbs are also used. And when it is used, plural verbs are used when there is a division among the members. That is, when you consider each member individually. The jury are divided in their opinions. Jury means what? Jury means group of judges. Group of judges. Okay. Now suppose there are 4 judges. Okay. And their opinions are different. That is, this judge says that a person is guilty. This judge says not guilty. This judge says not guilty. Again, this judge says guilty. So their opinions are different, and so you have to consider their opinions individually. Okay, in that case you have to use are. Okay, the jury are divided in their opinions. Okay, fine. Now if their opinions are same, then you will not use are, you will use is. The jury is confident about its decision in that case. Why? Because you are considering it to be singular. Okay, their decision is same. The decision is same, united. So in this case, you do not need to consider them individually. So you will use singular verb, and here also singular possessive adjective its. Okay. Next, material noun. Material noun is the name of a substance that is used to make another substance. Okay. So this means what? Gold. If gold is used to make jewelry, it will be called material noun. Silver. If silver is used in making jewelry, it will be called material noun. Same for platinum. If cotton is used to make something like sari or a dress, then it will be called a material noun. If silk is used to make a dress or a sari, it will be called a material noun. Like if you talk about milk. If you use milk for making something, for making tea, milk will be your material noun. Okay. Now material noun, you cannot add s or es with material noun. This is very important point. Okay. I bought a ring made of gold. This is a material noun, gold. The pen is out of ink. So this pen has ink in it. So ink is a material noun, not pen. Pen is not a material noun. Ring is not a material noun. But gold and ink are material noun because the ring is made of gold and the pen has ink in it. Okay. So that's why ink and gold, these are material nouns. Abstract nouns are names of quality, action, state or feeling. So abstract nouns are those nouns which you cannot touch. You cannot touch. You cannot see. Okay. but you can feel. Okay, these nouns are singular and they take no article. Okay, like kindness, honesty, darkness, judgment, theft, knowledge, thought, bravery, childhood, leadership. These are abstract nouns. Now if you see the word, look at the word kind. Kind is an adjective. Add any ss with it, it becomes an abstract noun. Okay, so abstract nouns can be formed using suffix. These are called suffix, which are added at the end of words. Okay, these are called suffix. So abstract nouns are also called suffix maker. Okay, so kindness is made using NESS, honesty is made using YTY, darkness NESS, judgment MENT, theft T. Now knowledge here. So knowledge, okay, knowledge is not made using any suffix actually. But can you see or touch knowledge? No. Can you feel it? Yes. Thought, can you feel the thought? Yes. Can you see or touch it? No. Bravery is also the same. Childhood, leadership. Childhood is made using HOOD. Leadership is made using SHIP. Okay. Now abstract nouns are treated singular. Okay, treated as singular. So poverty, this is an abstract noun. Poverty is the biggest problem faced by India. Okay, so poverty is an abstract noun. So here that's why we have used singular verb is. Okay, what is the biggest problem? Poverty. So from here also you can see poverty is a noun. Okay, countable. Nouns can be divided into countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable nouns are those nouns which you can count. Uncountable nouns are those nouns which you cannot count. Okay. With countable nouns, you can use a or an, and also you can add ses. But with uncountable nouns, you cannot add article, and also you cannot make plural of these nouns. That is, you cannot add ses. Okay. Like material noun and abstract nouns, you cannot add ses with material noun and abstract noun. Also you cannot use article. Okay, but in abstract noun you can use article. There is an exception, I'll come to it. And countable nouns, common nouns, those are countable nouns. So any noun, don't remember it in this way, any noun which you can count is a countable noun. Okay. Stars, is stars are countable or uncountable? I'm sure in your childhood you must have learned that stars are uncountable, but this is wrong. Okay, stars, there are many stars, that's why we say that we cannot finish counting them, but that does not mean that we cannot count them. If you have enough time, you can definitely count them. Like if you look at the sky and if you count 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 6 stars, in this way you can count the stars. So we will place it in countable. Okay, but if you look at sugar, can you count it? 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 3 sugar, 4 sugar? No, sugar cannot be counted. Sugar can be quantified, like 1 kg, 2 kgs. Okay, 1 packet, 2 packets, in this way. Okay. Next, these are some words which are uncountable, and you will never add ses with these words. This slide is very important and you must learn them by heart. Okay, like furniture, advice, scenery, stationery, information, hair, luggage, baggage, news, knowledge, evidence, jewelry, confectionery, bakery, equipment, bread, mischief, and crockery. With these words you will never use ses, s or es, you will never add. Like if I say furnitures, this is very common, a very common mistake. Furnitures, this is wrong. Okay, furnitures is wrong. Furniture. Then one more is there, common mistake, that is advices. Wrong, only advice. Informations, so many people use it, but this is wrong. Okay, only information. Okay. Now to make them plural, what will you do? We'll learn that. Look at these questions. All the furnitures were sold for a song as we were in a hurry to leave the town. all the furnitures. Now we will not add s with furniture. So what will you do? All the pieces of furniture. Okay, all the pieces of furniture. In this way you will make it plural. I want to buy a few jewelries for my wedding. Absolutely wrong. I want to buy a few pieces of jewelry for my wedding. I found 2 hairs in my food. Absolutely wrong. I found 2 strands of hair. Strands of hair. He carried our luggages to our room. Absolutely incorrect. He carried our luggage, only luggage, to our room. I purchased some office stationery. Is wrong. I purchased some office stationery. I had 4 bread and a glass of milk for breakfast. No. I had 4 slices or loaves of bread. Anyone. Either slices of bread or loaves of bread. Okay. And a glass of milk for breakfast. Aircrafts are kept in hangars. Aircrafts, you will never add s with aircraft. Okay. Aircraft are kept in hangars. It dispatched medical protective equipments. Equipments is wrong. Equipment. Testing kits, ventilators and medical masks to several African countries. So equipment. Okay. Understood? Now there are some nouns which look like plural but they are actually singular. Okay, like news, politics, economics, mathematics, measles, physics, ethics. These nouns look like plural nouns but these are actually singular. Like mathematics is an easy subject. Now if you look at these from here, except news, all the others, these can be used both as singular and plural. How? When you talk about these things as a subject, okay, then it will take singular. But if you go into the deep concept or possession of these things, then it becomes plural. Like my mathematics are poor, so this shows possession. So that's why plural has been used. Politics is a dirty game. Now here possession has not been mentioned or concept has not been mentioned. Okay, only as a subject. Politics is a dirty game. So this will be singular. The politics of India are dirty. Now here you have possession of India. Whose politics of which place of India? So this is a possession of India is a possession. So that's why here are has been used. The news was devastating. With news you will always use singular. To make news plural, you can say pieces of news, articles of news. Okay. Yes. If mathematics show calculation, that is, I told you concept. If mathematics show calculation, then you need to use plural. If statistics show data or analysis, then plural. If politics show political opinion or views, you have to use plural. Okay. Like mathematics show, okay, not mathematics, here we will use statistics. Okay, I'll give you an example. Statistics show that women face more challenges compared to men. Now here statistics denote analysis or data, because we have some data and based on that we are saying that women face more challenges compared to men. So here statistics show data or analysis. Okay, that's why we are using plural verb. Show is a plural verb, right? We are using plural verb. Okay, this way. With cattle, cavalry, infantry, peasantry and police, always plural verbs will be used. So out of these words, the important ones are cattle and police. Only remember these two. Okay, you will get these two in exams, not the other three. Okay, So cattle and police, with cattle and police, plural verbs are used. Okay, the police dash chasing the thieves, the police are chasing the thieves. Okay, please lend me 200 rupees notes. Please lend me 200 rupees notes. Now here if you see notes, this is a noun, okay, and this is an adjective, 200, and here you have hyphen. So whenever there is a hyphenated word, you cannot add ses. So please lend me 200 rupee notes. I have 200 rupees in my pocket. This is absolutely correct because here rupees is a noun. Okay, I had stayed in a 5-star hotel in Maldives. What kind of hotel? This hotel is a noun and this is an adjective. What kind of hotel? 5-star. So with adjectives you will not use ses. Okay, and also you can see hyphenated word. So s has to be removed. I had stayed in a 5-star hotel in Maldives. Okay, so I will end the session here today. I'll continue with the noun chapter again tomorrow, and tomorrow we will finish the concept of noun. Okay, so after I finish the concept of noun, I want all of you to attempt all the exercise questions of noun. Whichever grammar book you are following, attempt all the exercise questions of it. Okay, so I'll see you again tomorrow, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please share the session with your friends.